यो वी आर बैक टू अनदर लाइव स्ट्रीम। तो कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग? उम्मीद करते अच्छे होंगे और अच्छा चल रहा होगा सब। हम लोग फिर से आ चुके हैं एक नई लाइव स्ट्रीम पे। जैसा कि आपको पता है, शेरलॉक होम्स हमने स्टार्ट करा था बहुत टाइम पहले। अफसोस हमारे बकवास से पेपर आ गए बीच में, फ्लो बिगड़ गया, पर चलो वो भी जरूरी है बे। अब हो गया, अब टेंशन खत्म ना। अब पूरे दिन स्ट्रीम करेंगे, बस क्या यार। रात में ना सीन ऐसा है, रात का बंदोबस्त नहीं हो पाता भाई, वरना मैं तो रात में भी करूं, क्योंकि रात में भी जरूरी है करना स्ट्रीम। मेरे को ऐसा लगता है, करेंगे, देखते हैं। अभी तो मेरा अभी का प्लान तो ये है कि मैं इसे खत्म कर दूं यार पहले। बहुत हो गया यार इसका। इसे जल्दी से खत्म करते हैं। बाई जीज आई एम बैक 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 ब्रदर्स। अरे यार बस पूछो मत, जिंदगी में सब कुछ हो रहा है जो होना है, बस वही नहीं हो रहा है। बस क्या ही बोले आप इसके आगे। सही में भाई, सब कुछ सब कुछ हो रहा है पर जो होना चाहिए वही नहीं हो रहा।
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
The asylum's facilities, actually. I've heard great things about the work you do here.
Permission to go anywhere would have to come... wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how
मुझे तो यही लग रही है भाई, गड़बड़ देख रहे हो, आंखों से ही
Do not
देख
be
लो
sorry,
इसकी।
Professor.
आंखियां
I too
लगी
know
हैं।
the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here. Yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, right. Yes! I was
No. In my line of work...
Herr Colby? From Northwood Agency?
Now, let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate. Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. I need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
देख रहे हो, ये लग रही है मुझे तो आंटी। आओ भाई। देखो, इसको करना थोड़ा ऊपर, इसको करना उससे थोड़ा ऊपर, इसको करना सबसे ज्यादा ऊपर। ओके, इसको करना है थोड़ा थोड़ा सा ऊपर, इसको करना है इतना ऊपर, इसको करना है सबसे ज्यादा ऊपर, इसको इससे थोड़ा ऊपर। ओके, इसको करना है थोड़ा कम, इसको करना है उससे कम। ठीक है, चलो इसको करना और कम। ये बात देख रहे हो।
Truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
Investigation scene found. now भाई इन्वेस्टिगेशन सीन ब्लॉक ए, ब्लॉक भी है बे इसमें तो। अरे रे, एग्जामिनेशन रूम, होम्स वॉकर, लियोनार्ड।
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great...
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor.
आओ भाई देखते हैं क्या सीन.
The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp. Raw materials used to formulate medicine. Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication. What was that? Is someone there? I'm sure I heard something. Who's there? Show yourself. Hey, what are you doing?
Okay. अब किधर जाएं? इधर. इसमें फिर वही. इसको करना है बहुत ऊपर, इसको उससे कम, इसको उससे कम, फिर इसको उससे कम, और इसको करना है. हे राम, ऐसा ना हो भाई मैं ही बन जाऊं. ठीक है. हैं जी. थोड़ा कम करना है, इसको भी थोड़ा कम करना है, इसको भी थोड़ा कम करना है, इसको भी थोड़ा कम करना है. ओके. सबको एक 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 एक. ओपन. देख रहे हो, छौड़ बोलते भाई.
Looks like it's still operational. Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter? This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil. I can make out the names listed here. A painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted. John Sallow, the tulpa for R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here. A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
ये क्या है?
A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken.
Oh. अब कहाँ वहाँ चले ऊपर जो जाने को जगह थी, उधर जाके देखें क्या सीन. Oh, bye bye.
I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again. There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax.
Oh.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
वही ना ये तो illegal.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway. Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker. Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
भाई साहब. यार वैसे मैंने सब कुछ ही कर लिया है इधर। ब्लॉक ए अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन वो हुआ नहीं क्या पूरा?
A truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse. The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
ब्लॉक ए कुछ छोड़ा है क्या मैंने? मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है मैंने सब तो करा है।
What was that? Is someone there?
नहीं कोई नहीं है। ओ मिला। यूज आ हैंड में। ओके ये है।
This should suffice. I'm
देख रहे हो भाई, ये है डिटेक्टिव। देख रहे हो ऐसे होता है, ऐसी थोड़ी ना है भाई।
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention, at least from a distance. Manufactured and packaged here. This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London.
ओ देख रहे हो, मतलब यहाँ से ही प्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट हो रही है भैंस की। यहाँ लेटर हो रहा भाई। अब बंदे हैं क्या?
Go away, or I will tear your
your lips from your skull with my fingernails.
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain
भाई
you would,
साहब
but I'm
बावले
afraid
हुए
you
पड़े
have
हैं
me
यहाँ तो
mistaken
लोग
for
बाग
someone
सही में
else.
बावले हुए हैं
So,
बे
I take it your name is Gerda. Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I merely...
I said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop
भाई
me.
ऐसे कौन बात करता है बे प्यार से भी बातें कर सकती है आंटी जी चाहें तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन सीन फाउंड ये बात अरे पर करें क्या इधर ओ और डौल
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional. So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on Haunted Doll Watch.
ये क्या है
Fabric burnt in the furnace.
फैब्रिक
A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa. The garments of several dozen people at least.
अरे ब्लड
This stretcher was disinfected frequently.
देख रही हो और कुछ
These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer look.
scratches broken nails
A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident.
खून
Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
ये देखो
I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water. The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous. Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell.
शिवांशी
This is the same design as the one from London. This trip was prolonged and perilous. The stamp on this crate confirms it came from
New
America.
Orleans.
That's quite a distance to travel.
समझ रहे हो चीजें देख रहे हो कैसे होती हैं
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
ये दे ये रही बोतल फिर से ये रही
So this is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless. An orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
scribbled in Georgia. क्या और अखंड भाई कीड़ी चीज क्या हालचाल कहाँ था अरे यार वो पेपर चल रहे थे तो उधर मैंने सोचा था कि अब ऐसा था दिन का शिफ्ट था 11 से 2 बजे तक के द पेपर होता था ठीक है 3 बजे तक मैं फ्री होता कॉलेज से फिर घर पे आते आते हो जाते थे 5:30 6:30 उसके बाद तो हालत ही नहीं होती थी भाई उसके बाद तो रात ही इतनी हो जाती थी कि बस पूछो ही मत फिर तो ये लग रहा है सेंस कर रहा है कल ले तर्शम कौन से अच्छे नंबर आए अरे चौड़ है भाई ऐसी थोड़ी ना है चौड़ है भाई ऐसी थोड़ी ना है
Carriages were back through these doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret.
कोई गेम बताओ
Next, the crates were opened,
मतलब
freeing
किस
their
में
passengers. Not everyone survived the journey. The dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells.
दिन निकल
All the
जाएगा
cells are now empty, and
जाएंगे
I have
ऊपर
not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's
पीसी
Door.
गेम्स यार वैलोरेंट खेलते हो यार क्या अखंड भाई
Make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I believe I have found your...
वेलो पक गया अच्छा
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they
Warzone
do to you?
Warzone 2.0 वही चल रहा है यार पीसी में तो भाई मैंने गेम प्ले देखा है बहुत
Please,
बढ़िया लगता है
Gerda,
मेरे को तो
now I have found Heidi. I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi.
अभी वो चला नहीं था बीच में जो चला था
न्यूक
न्यूक कर रहा अरे कोई न्यूक
Professor
कर रहा था
Gygax
देखा
seems
जाए
to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was all right.
बीजीएमआई ने मेरे शूटिंग के मैकेनिज्म पेल दिए अच्छा अरे यार
Tell me all you know about those funny talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
अरे बीजीएमआई खेल के लिए ना भाई बीजीएमआई और वैलोरेंट पे एक हो ही नहीं पाता यार अगर मैं रेगुलर बीजीएमआई खेलूं तो वैलोरेंट नहीं खेल पाता अगर मैं वैलोरेंट खेलूं तो बीजीएमआई नहीं खेल पाता अलग ही सीन चल रहा है
leave you two to get reacquainted.
समझ रहे हो ऐसा सीन हो रहा है
I was so scared I'd lost you, Heidi.
अरे इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुआ नहीं क्या अभी क्या रह गया बे or restricted areas. Chinka Pinka Luna. अबे यार इन्वेस्टिगेशन अभी हुआ नहीं है क्या रह रहा है भाई वेलो नहीं होता मेरे से आगे शूट करने लगा मैं बीजीएम में जैसे करते हैं वेलो में पिल जाता फिर वही ना अरे स्प्रे दे दरा दे पता वेंडल भाई पता स्टार्टिंग में तो मेरे को ये लगता था कि स्प्रे मारो जैसा होता है थोड़ा सा ड्रैग करना होता है वेंडल और वो फैंटम तो फिर भी ठीक है स्प्रे के लिए वेंडल से स्प्रे करता भाई इधर उधर बंदे को छोड़ के ना आसपास के सारे लोग छिप जाते थे जिसे मारना था उसे ही नहीं मारता था मैं और तो सब मर जाते थे अब तो फिर भी थोड़ा ठीक सा हो गया गेम खेल खेल के ये है ना रेगुलर नहीं खेल रहा वरना वो गेम में भी सही हो जाए मेरा सीन रेगुलर नहीं हो रहा ना वो गेम में भी क्या करूँ अब there must be a secret way somewhere near the rear entrance किधर है बे सीक्रेट पैसेज? इधर है क्या? मैं तो रिवाइव मानता था, कभी कभी बहुत गाली पड़ती थी। अरे हाँ यार, बहुत सारे बढ़ते बहुत है यार वो लोग। भाई साहब सही बता रहा हूँ, वो लोग बढ़ते बहुत हैं यार। अरे स्क्रैची।
Scratches. Something has been moved through here. There seems to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
Hades. A working dumbware block path, bro. स्टार्टिंग में तो भाई इतना गालियां पड़ती थी ना, क्या बताएं। मेडिकल एलिवेशंस, वर्किंग डम्बरेटा। ये बात, अब एक रह गया बस। ये लो भाई। अबे साला कुछ मैच ही नहीं करा। वाह। Oh, investigation scene completed.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I found Hell's Door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember?
बताओ भाई हमको
How do I
कैसे
open
ओपन
it?
होता है
Gerda,
आंटी?
please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her. Look.
हाँ भाई, बहुत
She's
बहुत रो रहा है भाई,
suffering.
इतना रो रहा है
I
साला,
can't
कान
even hear my thoughts over
मतलब
her screams.
कान में दर्द हो गया मेरे।
Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with...
किधर है? इन्वेस्टिगेशन सीन फाउंड। हैं जी, दो इन्वेस्टिगेशन मिल गए भाई। लियो भाई, लियो लियो। हमारी तो तार ही नहीं जुड़ रहे। ब्लॉक बी। ब्लॉक बी में है ना अपन। इधर से ओके, इधर से ओ ओ ओ। भाई दिखा तो यही रहा है, देखो बताओ कैसे। देखो ये सीन यहाँ से आकर और ये यार दिखा तो यही रहा है पर ओ, दिखी 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 चीजें दिखी। लूज बटन्स ओके, a long thread। बस यही करना था। अब जाना है ब्लॉक पर ना अपने। हाँ भाई इसमें किधर जाने का अपने को? ओके सुई। अरे हो गया कंप्लीट। मिलते हुए आया मैं डॉक्यूमेंट्स बनवा कर। किस चीज के डॉक्यूमेंट्स? ये भी कंप्लीट हो गया अभी कैसा भी। वापस चलें क्या उसके पास, आंटी के पास? एंट्रेंस का एग्रीमेंट वाले। अच्छा है तुम्हारे, आपके यहाँ ऐसा होता है? हमारे यहाँ तो भाई पूछो बस, हटा पे सिर्फ सीधे पैसे आन दो, पैसे आन दो, बढ़
Will
गया
this help fix
एग्रीमेंट।
your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi.
हैं?
Gerda,
अबे
I have a couple
ऐसे
of
कौन
questions.
करता भाई?
Yes, I...
Shut your dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already. She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
Heidi,
ओके
there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
ओके भाई साहब लीगल काम करना तो हम कौन सा वो कर रहे हैं? ये बताओ अब कौन सी वो चोरी कर रहे हैं यार? ऐसी बात कर, लीगल काम है ना? इतनी चमेले कौन पाले यार, समझ रहे हो? इतने
I
जमुईले
found
कौन
Hell's
पाले?
door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again.
ओहो, इतनी जोर से काहे चिल्ला रहे
Professor
हो बे?
Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You
बिल्कुल
are not
एकदम।
protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood in bits.
You could. But then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax.
हरास का धंधा नहीं होता, लाख में जाते हैं इसलिए एग्रीमेंट
I can
बनाने
stop.
ही होते हैं।
But the key, Heidi, the key
हरास
to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor
लाख में
Gygax.
जाते हैं? अबे ऐसा कौन सा रेंट है भाई, लाख रुपए दे रहा, कहाँ क्या है भाई ऐसा?
Tell him!
But you said
And now I say tell him!
the professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when new people go through.
अबे ये बताना, ऐसा कौन सा एग्रीमेंट है बे जो, मतलब ऐसा कौन से किराएदार मिल गए आपको जो लाख रुपए दे रहे हैं?
Gygax.
क्या महल वहल में रह रहे हो क्या?
Thank you.
क्या ऊपर
Gerda.
हवा में है क्या घर, ऐसे तैरता हुआ?
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever.
साल का ला, ओके। ये अब समझ में आया ना। Watson could find it and यूपी उद्दी छोड़ दे भाई। अरे यार लगा था मुझे भाई, अब हो गई ना, ठीक है। यूज ऑफ पेशेंस। नहीं तो यार हो जाती है, ठीक है भाई, ओके भाई। यही दोस्ती, यही प्यार बीच में आ गई, पैसों की दीवार, पैरों से सोचते हैं यूपी। अरे जाओ सुनो, जितने यूपी वालों का स्ट्रांग है ना मैथ्स और हर एक चीज में, समझ रहे हो, कोई नहीं होगा कोई। हाँ भाई क्या सीन? देखो इसको करना है हमको थोड़ा ऊपर, इसको करना है 2 बार नीचे, इसको उससे नीचे, फिर इसको 2 बार ऊपर, फिर इस नहीं, इसको हल्का नीचे और इसको 2। चलो देखते हैं, जो भी है देखते हैं। रुको मैं बावला हो जाऊंगा इसे करते करते। देखो इसको करना है 2 बार, इसको करना है उससे नीचे, इसको करना है उससे नीचे, इसको थोड़ा ऊपर, इसको और ऊपर है क्या? ठीक है, इसको थोड़ा ऊपर करना है, इसको भी 2 बार ऊपर करना है, ठीक है। इंटरनेट अभी तक नहीं गई वहाँ। जाओ बे, बिजली यूपी में 2015 के बाद आई है। इंटरनेट अभी तक नहीं गए। क्यों पंगे करते मेरे से? अरे जाओ यार, वो ना मैं अपनी वो तो मैं छोड़ देता, वरना यूपी से अभी पता नहीं है क्या आपको क्या हुआ, आतिक भाई के संग क्या हुआ पता नहीं है क्या? योगी जी फिनिशर है हमारे, ऐसे थोड़ी ना है योगी जी का नाम चलता भाई, बेस्ट फिनिशर है वो। अबे भैंस की आंख, अभी तो उससे नीचे लिया था, अब सही है। हाँ, सही है सही है। इसको 2 बार नीचे, इसको 1 बार नीचे। हैं जी, और नीचे क्या पहाड़ से बना दिए ये बात। एक और चाहिए बस। इसको 3 बार ऊपर करना पड़ेगा आई थिंक। एक, 1 2 3। थोड़ा ज्यादा कर दिया। अब देखो, अच्छा ऐसी थोड़ी ना है यार। मैं क्या डरूंगी हुई से, मैं तो इद्दू। हाँ मतलब वही तो। आप तो, वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ। फिनिशर देखा था, इससे अच्छा फिनिश कोई कर सकता है बताओ।
At last, you came to your senses.
इंटरनल
My humble
हेडशॉट था।
apologies,
हाँ
Emperor.
ना,
Spare your
हेडशॉट,
groveling,
पट से
Englishman.
हेडशॉट,
Of course,
गाचो गाचो।
you are right as ever, for you see,
गाचो
time
गाचो
is of
कर
the
गए, गाचो
essence.
गाचो।
The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you.
अरे वो
Paris needs you.
काकूरी कातूरी कादा
But the
कोरी, कौन
guards
सा कोरी था
upstairs in
यार, बड़ा
reception
सेट है
stand in
भाई
your
वो।
way.
मतलब वो
They will
बंदा,
cause no problem for the likes of me.
वो बंदा अखंड
Merci,
भाई, मतलब
Englishman.
वो
When I
फ्यूचर
return to
देख
Les
सकता है।
Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor.
कजाकुरी
Now go.
फ्यूचर देख सकता है,
Your freedom
भैंस की
awaits.
आंख।
I am coming, Josephine.
कताकुरी कताकुरी कौन, हाँ कताकुरी, हाँ वही भाई, फ्यूचर देख सकता भाई वो बंदा। मैं दिमाग हिल गया देख के, मैं इसे कैसे हराएगा बे।
Over here.
और वो मॉम
Holmes,
के साथ
what
है,
are you
पहले मैं
doing
सोच
here?
रहा था
And
वो
where
उसके
did you
संग
get that
होगा,
outfit?
जो
This
हमारे
is
संग नहीं थे
unimportant.
अंकल जी, जो
I
रोबोट
require
से
your
बन जाते थे,
assistance.
जिनके अंदर कुछ वो पूरा हम लोग रहते हैं, जिन्होंने प्लान बनाया था। अभी मैं वो उधर ही तो चल
What
रहा
is
हूँ।
happening,
अभी मतलब
Holmes?
मैं
I
वो
need an
वाले एपिसोड में हूँ
explanation.
जब
It's quite simple.
G66
I created
उनसे
the
लड़ने जा
distraction
रही
so
होती
that
है,
I could
अटैक
tell you
करने
something
जा रही होती है
important,
उसके
and in
अंदर से
turn,
निकल
I
के,
need you to
और वो
acquire
अटैक
something
करने जा रहे
important
हैं
for
बिल्कुल
me.
एकदम
You
पावर
can recall
रेंजर्स
any
वाले
of the
सूट बूट
charades
पहन के।
simple.
Watson, we can
अब
discuss
वो
this at a
अटैक
later
करेंगे, वो
time.
वाले
Is of the
एपिसोड में हूँ।
utmost
एक 2 दिन
importance.
से देख
The
नहीं पा रहा ना
kidnapped
मैं,
people
कल
may
तो देखो
still be
चेन्नई का
here.
मैच था,
This is what I know so
उससे
far.
पहले मैं पेपर
You really
खत्म
found all
हुए,
this on your own?
उससे पहले
Focus,
आज मैं फ्री
Watson.
था, आज मैंने कहा आज
I
स्ट्रीम करनी
need
है,
you
ये
to
खत्म
find
करना
the
है
key
सबसे
that will
पहले,
be
तो कुछ
most
भी हो।
unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it
ये
near her.
2 3 चीजें थी।
Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is
मजा आ
nothing.
गया
A
भाई,
patient
वन
attempted to
पीस
escape.
ओपी
He will
बोलते।
not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
कताकोटी गॉड कैरेक्टर बेस्ट विलन येट, हाँ।
Blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes? The only reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another patient.
भाई यार, एक सर्वेंट को ढूंढते ढूंढते हम लोग कहाँ आ गए पता नहीं चला भाई। हद हो गई यार।
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed. Did a child make these?
अरे बस। एक बार बिग मॉम नहीं थी आइलैंड में, कोई अटैक करने की सोच रहा था तो उसको बिग मॉम के एली ने बोलता कोई संभाल लेगा, मत जाओ कोई। भाई यही होने चाहिए भाई, एलीज ऐसी होनी चाहिए, भैंसे खौफ ही अलग हो तेरी बहन की।
Photograph seems recent.
लूफी कभी नहीं हराया काटा को हैं?
A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've
मेरे को
been
ये
in one of
देखना है ये बिग
these.
मॉम से क्या सीन रहेगा। ये मोटा मोटा मेरे को ये बता दो, बिग
Good
मॉम
lord,
को
that's a lot
डिफीट
of
कर देता है
records.
ना कटाकुरी कटाकुरी की लूफी की।
Good lord, that's a lot of records.
ये भी ठीक है। लूफी ने कभी नहीं हराया कटा को यार, ऐसा नहीं होता है यार। फिर बिग मॉम को कैसे, बिग मॉम को इसी उसमें डिफीट करेगा क्या ये होल केक आइलैंड वाली उसमें?
Minor birds, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful creatures. Sad that they're caged here.
Did you see my son? He's such a sweet boy.
एक साथ 6 लोग मारेंगे तो डिफीट तो होगी। नाना वानों में डिफीट करेगा, एक साथ 6 लोग मारेंगे तो। हाँ ये
Give it to me. No, I don't want to. Why not?
सोलो नहीं डिफीट कर पाता।
I want them to fly.
लूफी ने अभी तक सोलो किसी को डिफीट नहीं करा है।
Miss?
Too bad my parents had to leave so
हाँ,
soon.
काइडो को तो फिर भूल ही जाओ भैंस, यहाँ वो तो चमड़ा ही उसका ऐसा, उसको कुछ होता ही नहीं है।
No, no. You
ये
should
तो
have
अभी
come.
मुझे थोड़ी सी लगी कि हाँ भाई कोई सीन हो जाएगा इसका। भाई साहब क्या लंबा वो है बे।
This area is off limits. A
अच्छा।
patient has escaped.
ऐसा क्या?
I'm struggling to remember something.
सोलो गया था काइडो डिफीट करने, काइडो ने जेल में बंद कर दिया था और पी अलग एंड खाने को भी नहीं देता था, रो रहा था लोग। ये कब होगा भाई? ये तो देखना है मेरे को, बिना खाने के भाई कैसे रहेगा? अरे ट्विंकल ट्विंकल देखो, ट्विंकल ट्विंकल लिटिल स्टार।
Did you hear that a patient escaped? All the
Ah.
guards rushed off to find him.
Looks dusty but functional.
Oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs. I suppose it will be one less ungrateful mouth to feed if he dies out there.
करवा रहा मेरे जाने के बाद। चलो जाओ, ठीक है, आओ जल्दी आओ, जाके आओ।
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day...
I was simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I can't just leave Holmes here alone.
Twinkle, twinkle.
I hope you're finding your room comfortable, Dr. Watson.
ये भाई कहाँ पागल खाने वहाने में आ गए हैं हम? आओ भाई तारे जोड़ ले। अरे भैंस की आँख। Very important patient. अबे एक ही रह गया है। एक तो तारे ही नहीं जुड़ी यहाँ से तो इसकी तारे जोड़े हैं। ये रह गया ये। दो तारे जुड़ गई, दोनों की एक रह गई है। हाय रे मेरा नखरा। अरे वो इम्पोर्टेंट पेशेंट नहीं था, इससे मिल के आए जरा। कौन है बैन है? इनका गाना फिर स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। ट्विंकल।
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right. You don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
Wolf is the former Wolf is actually Professor Becker, the previous director of the he now suffers from issues but still remains the ability to write. Okay. If Becker can still write, perhaps he can get attendance with a letter. देख रहे हो तारे जुड़ गई एक साथ एकदम. Oh, Uncle.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson, and you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate. Dear Professor Gygax, I bitterly regret that I let my beautiful alpine flower fall under your influence. I see now that you never deserved to sit as the director of the Black Edelweiss. You are not, as you so claimed, the future of the Edelweiss, and you never were.
बहुत कर रही डिटेक्टिव भाई देख रहे हो ये अब ट्रैप लगा रहा है ये क्या करेगा अब वो भेजेगा उसको अगर कुछ वो होगा.
It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer. But deep down, I fear I lack the talent. And presently, I'm risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come. Excuse me, who are you?
I don't know why I keep doing this, expecting something different. One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Abogado.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
समझ रहे हो? देखो अब उसको लर्क करके हमने भेज दिया। अब हम यहाँ पे करेंगे वो क्या बोलते हैं इसको, क्या सीन है? अरे
Close, but I don't think this is the key. This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
लेटर है भाई।
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after. Nothing special about this.
हाँ ये देख रहे हो, इसे बोलते हैं टीम वर्क।
The tooth of an adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old. A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it. The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
Steel chain.
The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often. Oh, the smell. Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh,
यहाँ के
these
काटा
instruments
जाता है
were
क्या?
used for dismemberment. Dear God, is that body parts? Utterly inhuman.
अबे कतई
Looks as if it's been recently used. Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair. Full grain leather straps. Impossible to escape. A very professional brain dissection.
Get out of my head!
Your iron fist is devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one that trembled.
Great Lord!
Cleft your mind. Splinter your soul and become a servant of madness.
Please! No more! Stop it! Watson! John! Somebody!
Wretched mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken! And let the...
Awaken and...
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head. A hydraulic elevator? How ingenious. Watson?
Holmes?
What are you still doing here?
Still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think. Heidi, how did it end up here? No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat. The patients here wear the same robes. The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next. We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste. There's nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes?
Hmm?
You seem troubled.
I'm not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such selfish aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered. Let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits, what dangers lurk in the darkness.
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why don't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish.
Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage!
Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident.
Our ship leaves tomorrow morning. No room for sightseeing then. Black opals being auctioned at the banking house of E.W. Gray. More people missing here, too.
आ गया बूज बीक। इनकी कुछ खा ले वरना पता पड़ी बेहोश हो पड़े स्ट्रीम ही करते करते। खा के जल्दी से आ गया।
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
बैंक ऑफ हाउ
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
smoothing the
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
No, that's why we sent an invitation.
Holmes, over here. Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And you think Mr. Barnaby will be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
How marvellous, Holmes. A city within a city.
Indeed, those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we have been transported to the Orient itself. Are you able to help me?
I'm bone tired, but yes, I'll help you.
Locked. No one's here. Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn, he at it again. Barnaby still owes.
Excuse me, just one question.
He can't.
Don't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
This place. There's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way. Is this familiar to you?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open. Look, Watson, the two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic.
Eureka!
What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
चलो भाई अब इस
Where's my cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar? Where's the money, Barnaby?
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are.
Heavens, I've never seen gems so big.
May I ask for your assistance?
Must have them.
It isn't possible for me to help you. I'm sorry.
Could you help me?
You better ask someone else about that.
कोई मदद करेगा बहस के
Sorry, I'm just dealing with another client's request. Please wait a moment.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. Forgive my curiosity, but
और बताओ लोंडो
who was
क्या
the
हाल चाल
previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
It doesn't say where these stones came from. No provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
And
Of course I know you, Sheriff.
good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your...
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed.
और बता लोंडो केड़ी चीज
No. No! Was that your luggage again? I don't understand. We just got it back in
A pox on the crew.
You know, I think the look actually compliments you. Why bother changing it?
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
A pox on the crew. Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John. I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The Nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Oh, go annoy someone else while I visit the Nymph.
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne will know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
Oh, forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through? I feel much better in this suit, even if it is not mine.
और बताओ लोंडो क्या हालचाल
Is this familiar to you?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
अरे कुत्ते मैं तेरा खून पी जाऊंगा
Tocqueville? Lafayette! Hush now. No offense, Sheriff. Them two don't take kindly to gents. Especially foreigners. How can champagne help you? Trip to the bayou? Feeding a huge crocodile?
Some other time, perhaps. Word has it, you know everything that goes on round these parts.
Maybe.
Who is the jewel seller? He most likely the jewel seller who stands behind the E in the telegram from the institute is E. Another from the French Quarter. Oh my god. पकड़ो इनको Seven in the morning, and then in the bang bang.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm bone tired. But yeah, I'll help you.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, first I've heard of it.
E for Ernie zone.
French Quarter, and get us there fast.
चलो भाई फ्रेंच क्वार्टर में आ गए हम लोग.
You know, Watson, the opulent mansions and stifling heat remind me of my time in the Mediterranean.
Corona does sound rather magical. Do you think you shall ever return?
I don't know. That place was home to some of my greatest memories and some of my lowest moments.
और बताओ लॉन्डो क्या है?
Yes, it's really not very hard in them.
Is this familiar to you?
My dear fella, you're talking to the right man.
Large K.
Is that the sort of thing? I don't know. Yeah.
कोई लार्ज गेट पे बोल रहा है बे.
Yeah, I did. It was on the news.
लार्ज गेट ढूंढना है भाई जी.
I'm not used to this warmth and humidity. Hopefully our Arneson has a shady garden.
लार्ज गेट कहीं दिख रहा है क्या?
Lord help me.
Excuse me, miss. Are you all right? What is your name?
Eula, sir.
Waiting for someone, Eula?
Yes, sir. My brother Davy. He works for Mr. Arneson in that mansion yonder. Been 5 days now since I last heard from him.
Come now, why all the tears?
Something happened to Davy. I feel it in my bones.
Do you think he may have left the premises?
No, sir. Davy, he ain't like you and me. He's smart in some ways, but he can't talk. Not a word. He's pure and kind.
Fear not. We will look for your brother. One presumes this gate is locked. Is there any other way inside?
There's another entrance through the stables you could try. That's where I meet Davy normally, but I couldn't get in.
Stables.
See, I couldn't find the key. It wasn't in its usual spot. Please hurry, sir. Find him for me.
अरे यार इतने प्यार से कहोगे तो लाना ही पड़ेगा भाई ढूंढ के. Chapter 5 The Oral at the Door. ठीक है. Oh, I mentioned but देख के आते हैं क्या सीन. All traces.
I rather wish my lockpicks had not been lost in the river, along with all our clothes, books, tea.
Broken.
This must be the key to the stables.
चलो भाई की तो मिल इधर ढूंढते हैं अरे घोड़ा ये
Animal has been suffering for days. It's dehydrated, Holmes. Without water,
Mr. Arneson's cab is still here.
Ting ting
Cayenne
ting.
pepper. Half empty. Or as Watson would say, half full.
7 in the morning.
No way in.
You did it. You're inside? Have you seen Davy?
Not yet, miss, but we are on it.
Please, look for my little brother.
Brothers. अगर नहीं मिल रहा तो निपट ही गया होगा बे इसका ब्रदर
There's blood here. Ah, do you smell that, Holmes? Something bad happened here.
I know. Be prepared for anything. A few drops of blood, but not from a mortal wound. Burnt papers, now completely unreadable.
ठीक है
Someone was bleeding, but it doesn't look lethal. The bent end of this candlestick has blood on it.
अरे वो अरे हटो यार अरे डॉक्टर साहब हट जाओ
Watson, would you please lend me your medical expertise?
I'll do my best. The hand can bend freely. Rigor mortis has passed.
यही लग रहा है मेरे को तो इसका भाई हुई
His corneas are already clouded. Hay on his trousers suggests a gardener or groom. A deep stab reached the man's heart. Clean edges suggest a sharp blade, but the wound is too wide for an ordinary knife. This man has been dead for a week, the result of a sharp object piercing his heart.
You are mostly right, but I would bet he died 5 days ago. Heat and humidity will have accelerated the decomposition. A trail of wax leads to the door.
Okay.
The candle was burning when it fell. Someone smaller walked over these boot prints. Mr. Arneson with his prey.
अरे all
I
लोड
will
के
need
पड़े
your
हैं
help one more time, Doctor. Make it quick. There's no time to waste.
इनको भी ऐसी
An
मारा है
enormous blow shattered her ribcage. Blooded, broken nails. Trying to put up a fight.
बेचारी आंटी
Extremely sharp and deadly. A wound like this could only be dealt by a man of incredible strength.
And cruelty.
और कुछ है भैंस की है he chai
Tea for two. An odd glimpse of normalcy amid the horror. A used kitchen towel.
भाई जी अरे खुल गया बे ये तो यहाँ पे भी कोई पड़ा हुआ है क्या
Arneson. Fauna of Louisiana. Full of things that bite, no doubt. New Pied Piper. Foreigners missing in New Orleans.
Cheese. नहीं stamps. Letter from Arrow.
What I wouldn't give for a nice bath right now, Holmes.
फिर से लेटर। अबे कितने लेटर हैं भाई?
A dull book about local geology. Even I'd struggle. A dashing portrait of Mr. Arneson.
Seven in the morning.
Note the blade, Watson.
A curved dagger, probably of Persian or Indian origin. 9 or 10 inches, I'd say.
अरे हट बे सामने से बैंगन।
An intruder entered through the back door at night,
देख रहे
leaving
हो?
mud traces in the hallway.
इसे कहते हैं.
Without being noticed, they picked up a candlestick and struck the man in the chair from behind. In the kitchen, two people were drinking tea, the workman and cook. They were startled by the noise of a falling body and went to investigate the parlor. The workman tried to subdue the intruder, but was stabbed by the attacker's knife. Judging by the wound, it was a curved blade. The cook panicked and fled back to the kitchen. The intruder followed, but since their blade was stuck in the workman, they used the meat cleaver on the table to kill her. Someone smaller arrived and discovered the carnage. They dropped the candlestick in horror and ran for safety to a room down the hallway. Meanwhile, the intruder returned to his first victim and dragged their stunned body away from the fireplace and out into the garden.
देख रहे हो कितनी तारें जोड़ दी भाई साहब. इसे बोलते हैं डिटेक्टिव. अरे भाई what happened Devi? भाई तारें ही नहीं जुड़ रही हैं यहाँ तो. ओह भाई भाई मेरा सर दर्द हो गया भाई। है तो उधर ही किधर, समझ रहे? है तो इधर ही किधर सीन। Debilitated and oh.
Davy, please open the door.
After all this, Holmes, I doubt the young man would open the door to a stranger.
बात तो है। और बताओ लॉन्डो क्या चल रहा भाई? देख रहे हो डिटेक्टिव स्किल्स तो हैं अपनी, डिटेक्टिव स्किल्स तो पर इसकी आंटी कहाँ गई? अरे
Watson, quick! Get her down.
Ligature marks on her neck. There'll be a bruise, but she should be okay.
Doctor, Watson, speak to me. How is she?
We were just in time, Holmes. Eula is stable, but lucky to be alive. We should take her to a hospital for a further examination.
Yes. I fear I was wrong, Watson. The sheriff is not a man to be underestimated. To lynch an innocent woman just to send a message, it's evil. We're not safe in this city, nor is anyone around us.
Then we must not dawdle. Help me get Eula to her feet.
No, no. I will not leave here without Davy.
Miss, please, we must get you help.
No, I will not be deterred. I will get my brother and bring him home.
अरे आंटी के भैया के पास लेके जाओ भाई.
If my deductions are correct, Davy lies behind this door. He ought to be unhurt, but is no doubt shaken.
Davy. Davy, you there?
Davy, we understand what you witnessed before. It's safe now. You're safe. Please, let us in. Your sister wants to see you.
Everything will be all right. I promise.
Yeah, them gentlemen speak the truth. Just open the door. Big sister's here for you.
ये करी भाई डोर ओपन.
Davy, oh, come here, you. Thanks, sirs. Lord bless your souls.
Let me examine him, miss. I want to make sure he is unharmed.
Remember, he may be mute, but he still understands you.
आओ भाई देखते हैं. और सोचो इसी नहीं करा हो तो.
I cannot find any cuts or wounds, but the bruise suggests life here was tough for the boy. I'm not surprised he hid. You must understand, Holmes, he is still young.
No, Watson, you've misunderstood. The boy's stronger than you think, and Arneson certainly didn't mistreat him. Don't mind him, Davy. Just tell me this. One of the photographs upstairs in the office shows Mr. Arneson with a man holding a curved dagger. He is the one behind it, all right? Good. Please, write his name. And one last thing. The room with an image of a bell on its door may hold important answers. Do you know a way in? Yes, that will do. Sterling job, Davy.
ऊपर को जाने को बोल लिया है वो.
Let's take a closer look.
1879. 187. 1879. 1862. 186. ये बा अब हुई ना बात.
These should come in handy.
पैसे भी हैं. I want to, she want to. Deep groves.
Dense and disturbing notes. It's hard to follow.
Oh,
the
bye.
scene is impossible, unnatural, but also familiar. A foreigner's clothes, by the looks of things from the Near East.
Oh bye. पैर की बच गई बैंड. Ruby.
A black opal, cut and polished, easy to sell.
She won't you. अरे हाँ भाई तारें जोड़ हैं. How can the paintings locks और भैंस की आँख. देख रहे हो तारें तो जुड़ी। सीक्रेट लॉ by using a signature. Where is the ring? हाँ ये भी बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन है। दो तारें तो जुड़ गई। एक तो रिंग का पता लगाना है। रिंग का साला कैसे पता चले? ये हमने सर्च नहीं करा
Size
था।
10, the owner's footprints were shallow. Size 10, the heels are sinking into the ground. Look here, Doctor. 2 sets of footprints left by the same person, yet they vary in depth. What do you conclude?
Perhaps they arrived empty-handed, but left carrying something heavy.
Precisely. We'll make a detective of you yet, Watson. More boot prints. These fingers were severed with a single clean stroke, but I don't see the thumb or middle finger. Luxurious shoes, size 9. Look, Watson, animal prints. I wonder what kind.
बंदर से लग रहा है भाई मेरे को तो।
Boots, size 10.
Backyard.
A scrap of silk, soft and elegant.
कुछ मिला क्या? भाई साहब सर घूम गया बे मेरा तो ये करते करते।
Arneson's signet ring, as we saw in his portrait. My princess, my love, my heart. Fitting words.
हेलो 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 आवाज आ रही है हेलो यार मैं जब से बोल रहा हूँ मैं को कोई सुन ही नहीं रहा बताओ तो भाई मेरे को कोई बोलता ही नहीं है बे
It's almost a piece of art.
जलते रहे जलते रहे जलते रहे the information. Dave is fond of Mr. Anna and must know a lot about him. The boy must have help. Oh. Was taken to the Boyu. Ashmat took another two Boyu. Okay. कहीं तो ले गया भाई वो चलो बमचे से पूछते हैं उसे कुछ पता है ना आओ Where are you my bumches
Davey, we know that Ashmat is responsible for what happened here. We must catch him and hold him accountable. I know that you are scared, but you are also the only one who can help us. I believe Mr. Arneson showed you a cryptic telegram that was sent to Ashmat. You are an impressive boy with a phenomenal memory. Can you tell us the contents of that message?
भाई अब ये ब्लैक बोर्ड पे कुछ बनाएगा
Please copy down everything he writes.
जलते रहे जलते रहे जलते रहे A cryptic message directed to Ashmat issued when the storm starts, where the ships fall as Steven's light, the last embrace of all the chosen. Investigation scene completed. चलते रहे चलते रहे चलते रहे चलते रहे जा कहाँ है बे अब हो गया ना यहाँ से डन सीन
Got a spot in mind.
New Orleans port, and quickly.
चलो भाई
Innocents slaughtered, a woman lynched, a boy forever traumatized. I fear we've crossed the Rubicon, Holmes.
Davy is resilient, much like Eula. We'll overcome this.
You're right, but I worry this portends far worse for us. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes?
Who's your friend, Frank? We love a new face. And this is particularly lovely.
Johnny boy. So how was it with Champagne?
Most enlightening, thank you. And now my friend Mr. Holmes would like to talk to you too.
Well, ain't you something? What can I do for you?
I'm afraid I bring bad tidings.
How bad?
It concerns your significant other, Arneson.
Arneson? Now, who said we were lovebirds?
Lucy, we only mean to help. No word of the matter shall spread.
What are you implying?
यार
The man in this letter seemed ready to declare his feelings for you. Sounds like he was more than a client.
It's part of the job. Men can say weird things when they think they're in love.
This photo of you and Mr. Arneson suggests the feelings were reciprocated.
Looking interested when with the client is part of the job, Mr. Holmes. I don't even remember the man.
You mean to say you take pictures with everyone?
If they ask nicely. And pay.
Arneson definitely paid for a ring in your size inscribed, "My princess, my love, my heart. It is for you." Arneson was going to propose marriage. The facts are clear. You know Mr. Arneson and perhaps even love him back. Regardless, he has been abducted. His life is hanging in the balance. Please, help me save him.
Oh my Errol! What have you gotten yourself into? I didn't want to believe this could happen.
Lucy, what do you know? Could it have been the sheriff?
I don't know, John. This town has darkness in it. Errol and me, we had plans, dreams. We wanted to make this place better for all the folk who live here. Errol had grown suspicious of Ashmat, thought he was acting odd. He brought up the bayou. I told him to leave it all alone. The water's there. They swallow everyone.
You mean the alligators?
No. It's local legend. The bayou's dangerous. Any visitor that sees death's messengers, they die.
These messengers, are they abstract or a landmark?
They're white lilies. You see a path with them flowers, you turn around.
All right, Watson. We must find someone to take us to the bayou.
Lucy, you have our thanks. We will go and look for Arneson.
भाई साहब पार्टी हो रही बहुत भयंकर एकदम भाई बोलते नहीं है दिमाग का दही बन गया है सब है बस
Hello again, and thank you. Your last tip proved extremely useful.
Don't.
Wouldn't you know it, I came across a bottle of your namesake. Well, that one last favour. The boat that we came on is to leave tomorrow for Europe. Would you kindly relay a message to the crew for us? We may need them to hold their departure till 8 in the morning.
Of course.
भाई बड़ा लंबा चैप्टर नहीं खिंचिया है ओ चैप्टर 6 7 8 9 द स्वैम्प
At least in Afghanistan, we had nippy nights.
It makes one yearn for rainy London.
This place, Champagne, did not mince words about it.
Keep your wits about you, Watson. We are inching closer to the heart of this mystery, however dark it may be. Hell's bells!
Oh, Rabbi.
I told you to stay away, Doctor.
That he did, Holmes.
I rule these boys. No hiding from me here.
No case goes cold on my watch.
1v1 हो रही है
Settle down, boys. Our friends are as good as gone.
This is it, Watson. Our moment of truth.
चलो बॉयस आज के लिए इतना ही मतलब अभी के लिए इतना ही मिलते हैं आपसे शाम को बाय टेक केयर अपना ध्यान रखो अपनी फैमिली का ध्यान रखो हंसते रहो खेलते रहो मुस्कुराते रहो 605 का टारगेट है बॉयस जल्दी जल्दी सब्सक्राइब कर दो चलो बॉयस बाय सी यू एट इवनिंग देखते हैं क्या सीन रहेगा बाय